Right now, without even thinking about it, you are surrounded by tamed fire. The screen you're staring at, powered by it. Most of the world's electricity still comes from setting something on fire. Your morning coffee, your last hot meal, the metal in your phone, the glass in your window, the engine in your car. All of it. Fire. Just fire wearing a costume. You are a fire creature. You just forgot. So let's try something a little unsettling. Let's take it away. Imagine a version of humanity that never tamed fire. Not once. Not ever. What happens to you? And what happens to, well, everything? Buckle up. It's worse than you think, and honestly a little funnier too. Start with your body, because that's the very first thing you'd lose. Meet your new full-time job. Chewing. Right now, you can finish a meal in about 15 minutes. Cooked food is soft, warm, and packed with easy energy. Raw food is none of those things. A gorilla spends up to 6 hours a day just chewing. Not hunting. Not cooking. Chewing. Without fire, so would you. Your big afternoon plans? Gnawing on a raw root until your jaw quietly files for divorce. Because cooking is a cheat code. Fire breaks your food down before it ever reaches your mouth. It's like having a second stomach that lives outside your body. Cook a meal and you unlock far more energy far faster. And your ancestors took that stolen energy and spent it on the most expensive organ they owned. The brain. Your brain is a monster. It's about 2% of your weight, and it burns around 20% of your energy. It is a gas guzzler. And your ancestors could only afford to build it because fire was quietly paying the bill. No fire? No spare energy. No spare energy. No giant brain. That big, beautiful thinking machine in your skull gets downsized. Hard. You wouldn't be stupid, exactly. You'd just be an ape again. A clever one. Still chewing. And you'd look the part too. A heavier jaw. Bigger teeth. A gut like a barrel just to ferment all that raw fiber. Less forehead, more face. You'd be built like a chewing machine. Because that is exactly what you would be. But losing the brain is only the opening act. Because the real damage isn't inside you. It's everywhere else. Fire didn't just cook. Fire was your species' first true superpower. It was heat. Which meant your ancestors could finally leave the warm parts of Africa and walk into freezing lands that would have killed a bare human in a single night. No fire and humans stay put. Forever. The entire cold half of the planet stays locked away. No Europe. No Asia. No crossing the ice into a brand new world. Fire was also light. It stole extra hours back from the night. Time to talk, to plan, to tell the very first stories. Take it away and your day ends the exact second the sun does. You'd spend half your life just sitting in the dark. Waiting. Listening. And that listening matters. Because fire was a wall. At night, the fire held the glowing eyes back at the edge of camp. Predators are terrified of it. You are not anymore, which is honestly a massive upgrade. Without that wall, every night becomes a coin flip. You sleep in a pile, and you hope the thing in the dark picks somebody else. Same body. Same fears. Just no off switch for the dark. And think about everything else you'd lose to that dark. Every hour spent chewing, every hour lost to the night, is an hour not spent dreaming or building or inventing. Fire didn't just feed the body. It freed the schedule. It handed humans the one thing they had never had before: spare time. But here's the part where it really unravels. Fire wasn't only how humans survived. Fire was how humans built absolutely everything. Think about your entire world. Now pull the fire out of it, one thread at a time. No fire means no melting metal. So no copper, no bronze, no iron, no steel. No metal means no real tools. No blades, no nails, no machines, no wires. No fierce heat means no pottery to store food, no bricks to raise a city, no glass for windows or lenses or screens. No fire also means you can never boil water. So you can never kill the invisible things swimming in it. Every single drink becomes a small gamble with your life. No lenses means no microscopes and no telescopes. So nobody ever sees a germ. Nobody ever sees a distant planet. Whole sciences simply never happen. No engines, because an engine is really just a controlled explosion. No electricity the way we make it, because most of that is still fire spinning a magnet. No phones. No internet. No hospitals. No rockets. No little videos explaining why fire is important. All of it traces back to one flickering campfire. Pull that single thread, and the entire sweater of human civilization unravels into nothing. You'd have no history at all. Because writing, cities, empires, every last bit of it sits on a foundation made of fire. And no, you couldn't have just found some other way around it. There is no other way. Every road to the modern world runs straight through a campfire. Metal, medicine, engines, light against the dark. There is no clever little detour around the flame. It is the one invention that every other invention is quietly standing on. So picture that other you, the one from the world that never caught the flame. You're not at a desk. You're crouched in the dark, cold, jaw aching, gut heavy with raw food. Your brain is smaller. Your night is longer. Your entire world is one warm valley you will never ever leave. You're not even a caveman in that world. You never made it as far as caveman. And here's the truly unsettling part. This almost happened. Fire was never guaranteed. Nothing forced us to tame it. Some ancestor of yours, maybe 1,000,000 years ago, looked at the single most dangerous thing in all of nature, the one thing every other animal on Earth runs screaming from, and decided to pick it up and keep it. Think about how strange that is. Every other creature on the planet saw fire and felt pure terror. Your ancestor saw it and felt an idea. That is an absolutely unhinged thing to do. And it is the only reason you are here. So tonight, when you flick on a light without a second thought, or reheat some leftovers, or stare into this glowing screen, take 1 second. Every last bit of it is fire. Tamed, hidden, domesticated fire. You are the descendant of the one animal reckless enough to grab the flame and never let go. Everything you are was bought and paid for with it. Your brain. Your world. This exact moment right now. So maybe light a candle tonight, just to say thanks. And whatever you do, don't be the one who lets it go out.